Dungeon Master Doom here, and welcome to the channel. I am the world's worst Dungeon Master, and today we are doing session 15, I think it is, of my homebrew campaign, The Keeper of the Seven Keys. The party themselves have reached the infamous, or now infamous in our game, Ballroom dungeon. So we're going to take the players through that. So yeah, expect shenanigans. And what can I say? It's Dungeons and Dragons. You will probably hear my son in the background at times, but that is how things are during lockdown. And until we get back to our game in real life in our local game store, that's just it's just one of those things. But yeah, join me at the table. All of this is from a Dungeon Master's perspective, I forgot to say. So you'll see all my screens popping up, my notes, so you'll probably read ahead of what's going to happen. But this is how I run games. And I've also started using D&D Beyond on my own profile, so I can roll the dice and you can see my dice rolls. So you know I'm not fudging anything, because I don't fudge dice rolls to keep my party alive. But yeah, let's do this thing. Okay then. Last session, session 14. You bamfed into the big town safe house and got accustomed for the night. Bedded down, got a good night's sleep. You witnessed preparations for a festival during that evening. And then during the... Let me start that again. You bamfed into big town safe house and got accustomed with the townhouse before bedding down. You witnessed preparations for a festival during your walk through the town towards Greenbeak Forest the following day. On the first day of travel, it went without incidents as you followed the lake north. On the night, you were awoken by a large firework display originating from Big Town, and with a successful history check, I think it was, you assumed this was the Festival of Farg, which was pretty much a clone of the Festival of Colour, which we get over here. Day 2, the pace slowed down due to some unfortunate rolls as you followed the lake instead of the forest tree line. On the evening, you came across the corpse of a female elf who had been attacked and had 3 wooden spears driven through her back. You performed funeral rites, and then you got a good night's rest. And Dave, you took those 3 6-foot sticks, which have this, which you later, through your encounter with the blights at the manor, you assume they had some magical properties or some embedded arcane mojo. At the manor, before you got to that fight, you found some skeletal remains of trolls at the entrance and little green triangular flags with the emblem of the blazing shields upon it. You investigated the pit. You found that there was a rope. You pulled up the rope and then counted it all out, and you assumed it was around 40 to 45 feet deep, this pit. Then you had your battle with the blights, and you noticed that as you burnt the twig corpses of these humanoids, the flames gave off this greenish tint. So you can have a full night's rest if you so wish, and if you need to spend any hit dice if you didn't do that last session, feel free. And we can start either early morning or before you bed down. It's up to you.
You start in the morning.
Morning? Okay.
Yeah. Is that all right?
Yep.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
Sleep. And then go down. I want to go down the hole.
You're going down the hole?
Yeah.
Okay, so we won't bother moving all the stuff over to the hole. So how would you like to proceed down the hole?
The rope, haven't we?
Yes, so you've got a strong rope which is secured to one of the trees nearby, and it has been, I presume you either left it coiled up above the pit or in dangling down into the pit. It's up to you.
Yeah. Well, if we pulled it up, I would leave it up just so that if there is anything down there, they couldn't have come out.
That's clever.
That way. But that's just me being suspicious.
Okay. So you're throwing the rope down?
Yeah.
Making your way down?
Yeah, sending the rope first.
Okay. How are you getting the dog down?
Just while we're doing that, how the hell do you take a short rest on D&D Beyond?
If you're on your character, there should be a tab that just says short rest. I think it's slightly different on the phone. I think there's a cog next to your name.
I found the short rest thing.
Yeah.
I've pressed it. There's a tick box for recover HP, and it hasn't recovered anything.
I'll just change your from a long rest.
The long rest.
I was only pressing a short rest, and it wasn't recovering hit points or anything.
Just manually.
I'll take a long rest, see what that does.
Yeah.
Because we've had a night's rest, haven't we?
Yeah.
You have to press it twice. Because you'll put the hit dice in, you press the button, and it will say confirmed 3, 2, 1, and you have to confirm it before the end.
Right, okay. I think the long rest has worked okay anyway.
Right, so in regards to Blinky, Blinky can teleport 40 feet. So from a simple mechanical point of view, if you want Blinky just to bamf straight down 40 feet...
Blinky jumps into the hole, falls about 20 feet, and then bamps.
Yeah, because it's going to be the morning, so you're going to see the floor. So
Blinky jumps and bamps halfway. Bamps sort of 5 foot into his jump, and then just lands at the bottom.
Cool. Okay, and the rest, both of you are making your way down the rope.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get athletics saving throws off you as you make your way down the rope, please?
6, really?
Yeah. It's a dungeon.
Oh! I've got 1 on athletics I didn't realise I had. That's 16.
16? Okay.
Can't use acrobatics instead, can
I? Athletics.
14 for athletics.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It was a lower DC. So yeah, the rope strains, and you hear like the creaking of this thick piece of rope. But you slowly edge your way down as you descend into this darkness. Your feet touch the dried and brittle leaves that crunch underfoot as you make contact with the ground. There is a little natural light in here, and you notice there are 2 paths, one to the left and one to the right. And I think it's the path to the right that you can see a wooden door. So I'm going to move you over now, and you should hopefully enter the ballroom. Are you in the dungeon? Or is it loading the dungeon?
I'm in something.
I'm in a square.
Yes, brilliant. Okay, so I've got Fog of War as well on this, so you kind of know the layout because you've got the map. But yeah, what would you like to do?
I'd like to look at the map again. Where did we put the map?
I think the pixie had the map.
Oh, for the love of God, no. Okay.
Has someone got an ice cream van?
Yeah, it comes around the same time every day.
Yeah, end of school time. Yeah, I'm going to be nosy. I'm going to go have a look at the door.
I'm going to look at the door, okay.
Look at it, investigate it. I am not touching that.
Okay, so as you look at the door, you see that the door is heavily barricaded from your side. There is a big X etched into the door. So yeah. Can I
I think we should go this way.
Can you give me a perception check?
13.
You don't hear. No, you don't hear much. You don't hear anything coming from in that door.
Can I just have a look at this bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Has that worked?
That has.
Oh, I love this. I'm such a nerd. Okay.
What's on the floor that we can see there?
Okay, so you've got the barricade door behind you, Dave. And we'll
Yeah.
move. I'll move Nomac down here. So you got your barricaded door, and then as you look down this this corridor, you see two statues. The first statue which you come to has its face smashed in, and looking at Lobac's map, you can assume that this is one of the traps, or has been one of the traps, and it's been deactivated.
Was the barricade door barricaded our side or the other side?
Your side.
Okay. So is this a door here?
Right, you've got a door there, and that's got a green flag, pretty much exactly what you saw outside, where the trolls, the skeletons of the trolls were. It's a green flag with a print of the Blazing Shields like logo upon it.
And if I come here, can I have a look for look at this trap?
Yep, you want to look up there? Let me just come back up.
Well, I want to have a look at the trap because we said that's a trap that we think from the map has been disarmed. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I spend a little bit of time studying it and seeing how it works, will that give me an idea of what to watch out for at other places?
Sure. Give me an investigation.
10.
10. So you're studying the remains of this statue. It's only the face that has been smashed off. But as you're sifting through the debris, you see little crystals.
Right. Okay. And if I move over to the other statue and look at that one, what do I see on that?
Can you make me a wisdom saving throw as you look into that statue's eyes?
Natural 20.
Okay, so as you look at this statue of, it kind of looks like a maiden in like a robe, and these red eyes start to glimmer and like try to pierce through you, but you shrug it off, and you aren't affected by the effects of that trap.
To which I say, no, Mac, slap this bin's face, would you?
Aye. So he's going to walk up to the statue and totally miss with a 2.
You've been drinking again, Nomac.
Aye.
I don't even know where he gets the booze out in the forest from.
It's a special type of dwarf. Give him that.
Yeah. So you've also got 2 doors. One with the green flag, and then there's one to the other end of that corridor, and that doesn't seem to have any markings on it. Oh, sorry, let me just go back a second. The statue that's been destroyed was male, and the statue hasn't been destroyed is female. Can I just get another quick investigation?
No, nothing from that.
Right, let me just
That
roll.
was a 2.
I'm actually going to roll.
What if it's 3?
Right, let's just see what Nomak rolls. 4. No, Mary?
12?
That'll do it.
Oh, sorry, investigation, 17.
17. So you will see on the next to the statue is some writing on the wall, which I forgot to include in my notes, which says, "Only the blind shall pass." And you kind of get the idea that these statues are looking up this corridor, up this way where Dave and Blinky are, and kind of almost watching over that corridor.
Do you want to have a quick look at that door while you're there, Mary?
Yeah, I'll have a look at the door that's over here, is it?
Yep, the one on the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that is 8, 15 altogether.
15. Looks like a door.
Is it secured in any way?
Is it what, sorry?
Secured in any way?
It's just a
closed.
normal wooden door. Probably got a little rot in it, but other than that, it's just a regular wooden door.
Shall we have a look through the... Speaking to Mary and Nomak, we have a look through the first kind of undoored area first, and then open one door at a time.
Do it that way, yeah?
Be nice and cautious.
Yeah.
So you want to... which door?
So I'll go to about there, carefully.
So you want to look down this corridor?
And Blinky will be right beside me, yeah.
Okay. So as you look down this corridor, you don't see anything. Just a long, 10-foot wide corridor that ends in a junction that goes right.
And then we'll slowly walk down there with Blinky taking the lead,
Okay.
watching for any traps that we can see.
Okay. Give me a perception. Yeah.
Do we get advantage for Blinky?
No.
Perception.
To be fair, Blinky does get +3 on perception, but he doesn't know what a trap is. Or wouldn't know.
14.
Train that dog.
14?
Yeah.
So you're slowly making your way up, cautiously 5 feet at a time, 5 feet at a time, 5 feet at a time. You're looking for any uneven stones, any like razor thin tripwires or anything like that. You don't come across any plates or anything that you would consider harmful or potentially dangerous.
So do we get to the end of it, yeah?
Yep, you can get to the end of that one.
And what have I seen anything else in that time?
You haven't seen anything else, but you come to the next corridor and everything is ghostly quiet. And as you venture further through these corridors, you notice the air starting to get... It's getting more stale, but at the same time it's just like this faint, odd whiff in the air.
All else disappears.
I've just moved her out of darkness.
Yeah, stealthily and carefully moving forward again.
Okay.
With Blinky, just to see what try and get an idea of the layout and how it relates to the map we've got.
So from behind, Nomac's going to shout out, what about these doors?
Don't let anything out of them.
Aye.
We'll do the open bit first.
Okie dokie. So you're... Right, the first door you come to on your... Well, on the screen, it's to your right. It's just, again, a plain wooden door.
That one, yeah?
Yeah, the one you just pinged. Plain wooden door. Nothing significant on it. Yeah, just a plain door.
This one?
As you move down to this door, you notice that there is a red triangle, a red flag with the insignia of the flaming shields upon it.
That's a red flag, not a green flag.
That's a red flag.
Ooh. One wonders if that might be significant.
Yeah, but it only means don't go in there.
Can I have a check for traps again and all around the door?
Yeah. Roll.
That's not great. It is. Is it perception or is it investigation?
It is... I think it's investigation, isn't it? I can never remember. Yeah, we'll go investigation.
9 on investigation.
9 investigation. So you're looking at the door, you're checking the hinges, the opening mechanisms of the door, and you don't see anything anything suspicious.
Okay. Carefully advance up again with Blinky.
Okay. So as you turn the corner, you see these 2 large, ornate, double wooden doors.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go back and report to the others first.
Mm-hmm.
And suggest we start with the one marked with the green shield and just have a quick look inside.
Okay. So you're opening the door?
Everyone ready? Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
I will, again, have a quick check around the latch and the hinges.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will carefully open it.
Okay. Roll investigation again.
15 this time.
Just a normal wooden door. So as you prise open the door, a bit cautious, you know, you've got this peculiar chill run down your spine. You see a short corridor, 20 feet long, and at the end of that corridor is another door.
It's quite a narrow corridor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again, Blinky and me. Blinky's going to take the lead.
Okay.
Just cautiously look down this corridor.
Okay. So you see at the end of the corridor just another wooden door.
I will check the door for traps.
Okay. Check for traps.
18 this time.
18.
Getting better.
Just a regular door.
I've got these 2 to wait by the entrance here, and I'll prise open this door.
Okay. So as you open this door, you see cobwebs lining the floors and walls. There is a foul musk within the air. Around the room are several stone wash basins, tattered towels and plank benches in the centre of the room. In the back corner of the room, you see this oddly shaped pile of tattered robes and 8 robes that seem to be somewhat floating in the air, and they kind of sway as you enter the room. Not far from this peculiar pile of robes is a large hole in the. Let me just ping it on the map. A large hole in the wall around this point, full of cobwebs, and it's about 4 feet off the ground.
Can I look up at the ceiling and just have a look in all the corners?
Yep.
Cautiously?
Yep. So
Doing everything cautiously today.
everything cautious. You look around and everything is still. There's that foul smell in the air, but everything is still, quiet. There's no movement, nothing scurrying.
And when you say the robes were in the air,
Yeah, it looks like the robes seem to just be. It's just in like this one 5 foot square that these robes seem to be just hanging.
hanging on the wall with no sign of connection, or
Just hanging there in general, no sign of connection.
I'll advance cautiously.
Okay.
And then we'll take a closer look at them.
Okay. So taking a closer look, you swipe your hand a little, and the robes move. And one of them just dislodges itself with your motion, and it reveals the carcass of a long dead spider wolf that's just up on its back and its legs sticking up. And it seems that these robes had been placed over the spider legs as they just stick up. For some reason, it didn't cut the legs haven't curled in on themselves as you would traditionally think with a spider, but they're just sticking up, and someone may have found it amusing just to stick robes on the spider's legs.
Okay. And by the way, at this point, I've got daggers drawn
Okay,
because I'm using daggers to poke things before I touch them.
good way of going.
Well, all the trappy stuff, I'd rather do the dagger set-off rather than my finger. So I'll look at the hole.
Look at the hole. So it's 4 feet off the ground, 4 feet high. You can prise some of the cobwebs if you want. And how's your sight at the moment? I assume you have a torch up.
Yeah, because I imagine it's too dark to see without, particularly. Tell you what, I'm going to use the torch to burn a few of the cobwebs away.
Okay, you burn a few of the cobwebs away. Just poking your head through the hole as best as you can. You see probably, let me just get my tool, probably see about 15 feet into the room. And you can, looking around, you can see the other door. And it seems very much this chamber is mirrored to the room you're in now. So there are scattered robes on the floor, benches, wash basins, and that's all you see.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go back and actually go to that door.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll take the same procedure in.
Same procedure in. So you check.
Yeah, check it for traps, poke it a little bit with the knife.
Yeah. And you see...
Open it, slowly come down.
Slowly come down. Again, you do the second door exactly the same. You open the room up, and everything is how I just described.
Cool.
What's your...
Want some in there? Can I see any more? Is it any bigger?
You can see... What's your passive perception, Dave?
Not bad. It is... 15.
Okay. So with 15, you actually see on the wall, on this wall here where the nice big S for secret door is revealed, is located,
Okay.
you see that the stonework has been chipped and chipped with like a knife, and it's like engraved into this wall is false wall. With a perception of 15, you kind of have a little fondle around the wall, and you just find this little nook, and you push that button, I suppose, and the door slides open to reveal a corridor behind.
Shout down and see if it's safe for me to come down.
Yeah, before I go into a secret door, I'm going to get the other two.
Okay.
And we're going to come into this room, and I'll...
So, Nomac's down.
You. I have issues.
Are you
Okay.
doing it on your phone again?
I've got a tablet, but it's like I got fat fingers.
So, again, same procedure. Okay. Me and Blinky just carefully making our way down it.
Okay.
Looking for traps anywhere you like.
Okay, so are you going to look north or south?
I'll look south first, then north.
Okay, so the corridor quickly comes to an end as you look down. However, when you look up, you see a nice long corridor and what seems to be a room 20-25 feet in front of you.
Right, okay, so we'll cautiously make our way to this bit and have a look down that first.
Again, your torchlight reveals, you're checking for traps as you do, but you don't see anything. It's very eerie. The closer, like I said before, the further you go in, the more eerie and this peculiar smell starts to get stronger and stronger.
Well, that's like a piece of chalk on me.
Sure. Probably have it in your sack.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just going to sort of tell the other two to sort of slowly follow behind. I'll mark off every so often when it's safe up to a point. And then if I put an X or anything, stop at that point.
Okay.
Because I'll indicate traps or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mary, is there anything you want to do?
I'm starting to feel a bit bored. I might go investigate myself.
What would you like to do?
I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm supposed to be listening to him.
You want to do something.
Yeah. I want to get my crowbar out.
Mm-hmm.
And, hold on. I want to cast light on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it lights up. And then I want to sort of throw it down the way.
Yep, to that...
into that room to see if we can see anything without having to go in there.
Okie dokie. So as you cast light and you throw this crowbar, it hits the floor with an almighty clank, and the room is illuminated. You see chains begin to rattle. They start to sway ever so slightly within this chamber. Looking forward, you can see there are there is a rail of moth-eaten white gowns, white robes, and a few shelves with various bottles sitting on the shelves. And in the top corner, you see like this tin bath.
Okay.
And then you hear a voice, a whisper, that says, "Fucking stealth!"
Sorry! I'll follow you now.
Quietly and cautiously.
We've got a tin bath up here.
Have a look at the tin bath, check what's got in it. And I'll carry on the opposite direction.
Okay, so we'll stick with Mary. Mary goes up into the room.
I'm going to go over to the tin bath and have a look.
So you look in the bath. There's a residue scum line. There's a little bit of rust in the bottom. But other than the robes and there's oils, there seem to be a sense of religious purpose to these oils. Would you like to investigate further? Would you like to know more?
Investigate what if I can see what those oils would be for religiously or whatever.
Yeah, feel free.
That would be 12.
So as you
Don't know. Sorry?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were continuing. So on one of the shelves, you see three medium-sized, almost like a flask of oil. It doesn't have this. You pick it up, you examine it. It has like this slow swash to it, but there's an unnatural. There's like black flecks within this with this vial of oil. If you would like to take them, you may.
Yeah, I'm taking that and I'm putting it in my bag.
Okay, in D&D Beyond, add in your inventory, manage equipment, add unholy oil. Just type in unholy oil, and then just
cool.
add that to your add 3 bottles of that to your inventory. Do you want me to give you the quick rundown on those items? That oil.
Sorry, say that again. I didn't catch that.
Do you want me to give you a quick rundown on the oil while you're adding that?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, when coated on a blade, it lasts for 1 minute and deals 2 d6 necrotic and attracts all undead within 20 feet. The undead must make a wisdom saving throw of 12 or break free at the start of their turn. So you can be an undead magnet.
Yes.
I
think I'll give that to our rogue.
Same principles as normal oil, so you can apply it on a weapon, empty it on the ground, or coat yourself in it. I've got that all written down.
Cool. And I've just added it.
Cool.
So.
Yep, so you got 3 of those. Oh, it's a murky grey liquid with hints of black and silver glitter.
Murky grey. Cool.
And
is there anything else in the room I notice?
There's nothing else in the room. At the end of the corridor, you see like a stone door, but there is like a lever which you can pull, and that would bring you out to the main corridor just there.
Pull it and just pop my head out and sort of say, oh, that goes to there.
Yep.
So I know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Because I sort of walked down that corridor, didn't I?
Yeah. All cool. That's been investigated.
Cool. Fabulous. I'll head back to our grumpy rogue now.
So as Dave looks down this corridor, you come to an iron door, which is on a slight angle. So you feel like the room below it is going to not open out, but the door opens at a weird angle for some reason. But yeah, you see this very heavy-duty, thick looking iron door.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
How is the lock on it?
You can investigate the lock.
I actually investigate said lock. 13.
Said lock is very heavy, very industrial. Need not just one, but several keys in order to open this door.
So it would be very, very hard to pick.
You can try.
If I have a look at it, does the mechanism look in good condition, or is it also going to be seized up and everything?
It's not in great condition. It looks weathered.
Do I think if I got it open, could I relock it after?
Probably not.
Right, I'm going to suggest we leave that for now and go back and look at some more of the rest of the stuff.
Okay. So do you want to jump on over to... Where would you like to
So
go?
I'll go tell Mary what we're doing, or Mary and Nomak, and then we'll come up to this door.
Yeah, to the secret door.
The secret door.
Yeah.
I get through the secret door rather than to it.
Yeah. Okay, so you're taking the short way through the
now Mary's told us it's there and whatever.
So you're at this point here. You're greeted with just a plain wooden door. None of the doors seem to be labelled, yet they're all plain and ordinary.
Starts off just running the knife around the hinges, checking the catch. Everything nice and cautious, looking for any traps, all the rest again.
No traps.
Slowly easing it open.
Okay. So because you know I like to put these into every dungeon I make, you come across a...
I found the latrines.
Yes. You find the toilet block. So stone basins, cubicles.
Princess of realism we admire.
Well, you gotta go when you gotta go. There's a very dry, earthy, bitter smell that hits your nose. But yeah, there's...
So, quick question.
Yep.
Does it all seem pretty dry and stale?
Yes.
Or has anyone been recently?
No.
Okay.
All seems unused.
I'm going to send Mary to just check through everything, see if anything's left anywhere, while I have a look at the next door. I've not forgiven her for throwing that crap off.
Sending me in the toilets, aren't you?
Yeah.
But I'm making it sound like a proper job to check. Make sure there's nothing missing.
Proper jobby in the toilet.
Ah! Bloody men.
Check if anyone's got any keys, any robes left lying around, anything like that.
Fine, I'll go check.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Investigation 21.
21. Stall by stall, you go in, you have a look around. You don't see anything of value or anything important. You kind of get a feeling that whoever went into the third stall might have had corn as their last meal. But other than that, this is just a gloomy toilet block with a basin and most probably like a polished silver mirror on the wall.
Didn't find nothing.
I'm slowly investigating this door.
Okay.
Question cautiously again.
Roll investigation again.
I fluffed that entirely. 4.
4. It's just a door.
Open it slowly.
Opening it slowly. Yep. What are you going to do?
Have a look what I can see.
Okay. So ignore what's on the floor. As you look into this room from the corridor, you notice that there are lots of crates in very good condition. There are items on shelves, and there are a few ornate boxes as well. Looking, you see the glint of silver, a slightly aged and faded red tablecloth, or folded red cloth, and there are also bottles of wine and bottles of other spirits and liquids on the shelves.
And this is the door that's marked with the red flag.
Yeah.
I think that red flag, I'd be suspicious anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What would I do?
I would. Well,
I've opened the door, haven't I?
You've opened the door. Nothing's happened. Nothing's gone off. If you give me an investigation,
I'm gonna.
Oh, your passive perception is 15, isn't it? So you probably noticed that there are traces of blood around that white square, depicting a fairly serious wound, or a wound that's caused quite a bit of damage.
Right, okay. Which way did the door open? Where was it hinged? On the left, top or bottom of that?
It opened inwards.
Yeah, it opened inwards. From what angle? Like, is it like
from where the red is?
Hinged there, or was it hinged there?
Yeah, the second one.
There.
Yeah.
So it's now gone along that. Right, okay. So I'm going to pull everyone back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to come back to about here. Pull Blinky back with me. No, I'm pulling everyone back a bit first.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, no max dancing now, people.
I'm going to lob a knife at the floor around where I think the trap is,
Okay.
or something heavy, or something. You know. Dave's got plenty of knives, so I'll lob a knife.
Okay, you throw a knife.
Handle.
It hits the floor, skitters off into the room. Nothing happens.
Okay, I'm going to come along and I'm going to sort of cautiously head in.
Okay. Okay, so as you click and you feel your foot sink slightly into the ground, can I get a dexterity saving throw from you?
Dexterity saving throw, that's not great, but it's not terrible. 16.
16. So as you what was my DC? Why did I not write my DC down? So as you feel your foot sink, you drop prone as the sounds of scraping metal appear or come from above your head. And as you roll over, you look up to see 3 spikes stop probably about 2 feet from your head and from the ground. And then these spikes, they rest there for a second. And then these 3 spikes just like slowly retract back up into the ceiling.
Right, so I can clearly see where the trap is now.
Uh-huh.
Now I've taken my foot off it. I'm going to tell the others to just wait outside with Blinky.
Okay.
And I'm going to have a look at what the other stuff in there was.
Okay. So as you're looking around, can I get another investigation off you?
10.
Okay. You see just what I described before. You see the silverware, red cloth, a few bottles of wine.
Right, I'm going to get Nomak to come to the doorway.
Aye.
And I'm going to sort of pass out the silverware that looks valuable,
Okay.
and at least a couple of bottles of wine, because I know it's Nomak.
Okay.
But I'm telling them not to come in while I pass the stuff out to them.
Okay, so I just want to roll for Noma. Where's the investigation? What has he got for investigation? Ooh, -1. Ah, perfect. He rolled a 16, and that includes the -1. So Nomak actually sees. So you're handing him the wine, and he goes, No. That bottle over there. And he points to a bottle of. It's like a short, stout bottle that's hidden behind, half hidden behind a crate. It's like, I want that one.
Okay, I'll pass it to him.
So you reach for this bottle, and like a bloodhound of alcohol, you see the label of this bottle reading Blood Mountain Midnight Brandy. And Nomak will add that to his equipment. Oh, this is some good stuff. Yeah, so you get you want all the silverware.
Well, yeah, well, just whatever I'm looking at looks valuable the weight. So, if anything looks like a load of coppers or whatever, even if there's 1,000 of them, I'm not going to bother.
Okay, so you leave the tablecloths, hand towels, that sort of thing, but you find, along with the bottles of red wine, you find 20 sets of silverware. So each set is like knife, spoon, fork, and it's valued at 1 gold a set.
Right, okay. So that's 20 GP.
Mm-hmm. So you've got the 20 sets of silver. There's no, other than Nomak's brandy, there's nothing else.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move to the more ornate doors then.
Okay, how are you getting out of the room?
Carefully. I've seen where the thing is to step on, haven't I?
Yeah. So
I can not step on it.
Yeah, just hop over. Not a problem. Okay, so you're at the ornate doors.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you like to do?
Same procedure. Check the hinges, check the latch. Nice and cautiously, nice and carefully.
Mm-hmm. So you do all of your disciplines in checking for traps, and you feel extremely confident that the door is not trapped. You give a little twiddle of the handle, the door seems to open freely, opening inwards into the room.
Let's open it up then.
Okay, so as you open these doors, and Nomak's going to storm past you and take a seat at the table, looking over at this bottle of brandy, nodding his head. The room erupts into light. In each corner of the room, the hearths just come to life, spreading warm light throughout this mahogany-laid table and chairs that seem to be in quite an abundance.
That's magic. Mary, do you want to have a look in here? Now we're on to your department.
Coming down. Oh, for the love of God. Somebody move me down.
I'll move you.
Thank you. I'll do an investigation and see what's going on in there then.
Yep. So you, roll investigation.
Investigation. Even with my thing. Fabulous. That is 8.
Not a problem.
Yeah, it's magic.
So your feet echo over this beautiful hardwood floor, which is completely in contrast to everything you've experienced so far. Looking around the room, you see a door opposite the double doors, and you see a door to the bottom, the south of the room. But looking north, like looking to the top of the room, you see the only remnants of anything extraordinary or out of place in this room. And where you would normally hang a picture is this large red like dust sheet.
Just hanging on the wall.
Just hanging on the wall. Well, it's covering something, but yeah, there's a dust sheet covering what you presume to be a picture or something.
I'm going to go over to it and use quarterstaff to lift the sheet up a little bit and see what's under it.
Okay. So as you remove the sheet, you look up to see this very expensive looking family portrait. You see 2 tieflings wearing red. Well, you see 3 tieflings, 2 of which are wearing a red robe each, a male and female. And then to their side is probably a child around 13, 14 years old. But unlike its parents, this teenage tiefling has albino skin.
Ooh. Okay.
Give me a further investigation, if you wouldn't mind. And anyone can do this as...
20.
20.
So 25 altogether.
So looking at this picture, you look into the eyes of this albino child, and you suddenly get this chill of familiarity as you look at its face. You would recognise this as a Poffit.
Okay. I'll let the others know.
Okay. That's got to be worth reporting back to your dad, people.
Yep. Definitely report that back.
Just being the overcautious bastard I am, I go up to the picture frame with my knife and just carefully look behind it.
Okay. The picture sways a little as it's moved, but looking behind, you just see the wire string that's fixing it to the wall. There's nothing hidden behind it. It's not concealing anything. It just seems to be this large focal point in the room that the Nightshade family.
We'll take it down, and I'll just cut the picture out of the frame.
Okay.
Roll it up, and we can give that to Mary's dad.
Okay. So yeah.
As a bit more evidence of what's going on, hopefully.
Brilliant.
Then I'll start looking at this door.
Okay. It's a nice wooden door. Like the door behind you, the double door, and the door to the south of the room, there is more grandeur when it comes to these doors. They're not just rickety old doors. There's, this seems to be.
This is the good shit. This is the posh area.
This is the sanctuary. Yeah, this is the where the money was spent, shall we say?
Is it locked or just closed?
Just closed.
I'm going to open the bugger up.
Okie dokie. So you open the door and reveal, as you wander in, or just quicken up the pace a little, you get a fair assumption that this is a kitchen. And there are various cookware, utensils, all scattered throughout on hooks, and there's a large hearth in the that feeds the pans, the pots, the like the range cooker.
Quick scan around, anything of any value?
Investigation?
6.
No, nothing of value.
Next door.
Next door?
Again, same procedure, being cautious.
Just a normal wooden door.
But go into a little storeroom, is that?
Yeah, so you go into this this. It's a very
Still being careful in the hall.
Yep, still being careful. Very dusty room. It's full of broken boxes. But as you step through, you kind of hear this. It's not a chime, but it's like the sound of a clock ticking from beneath a large, tall dust sheet. It's probably in one of the corners.
Carefully look under the dust sheet.
Mm-hmm. You would see a very ornate clock, one that you recognise as being a doomsday clock.
Doom clock, yeah, okay. I was expecting that at that point.
Which seems to be in fully working order. And it's just been... The assumption of what you've already been told about the clocks from Fergal is that the Nightshades were probably given this clock at some point in their history, and because it chimed at midnight every night, it drove them a little. It annoyed them, so they put it as far away as they possibly could.
I'm obviously going to tell Mary and Nomak about this.
Aye, another clock.
Given where we find ourselves, will the group of Mary's dad and that want a clock, a doomsday clock? Do they have one?
Don't know, didn't ask.
Well, I mean, the Doom family definitely have one, didn't they?
Yeah, the Dooms will have one. Fergal's got one.
Doom's have one, Fergal's got one. I'm going to suggest that after we've finished checking around this place, we come back and take that clock out. We either try and sell it because it might be worth a bit. They were rare anyway, they were well made, we know that. Or failing that, we might want one in wherever we set our base up.
That's not a bad idea.
Maybe speak to our Weasley friend first.
Yeah.
See if he'll look after it for a while.
That's not bad. Cool.
Uh,
That's some good thinking.
Well, it gives us a heads up if anything changes on Doom's clock, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know we've got Fergal listening anyway, so wouldn't be terrible without, but a second one can't hurt. So at that point, we'll leave the clock there for now. We'll come back for that. Because I'm guessing it's going to be hard to move and heavy.
Yeah.
So we look at this door cautiously again.
For future reference, if you're thinking about taking the clock, it's going to slow your travel down quite a bit, depending on which way you go.
Yeah.
Well, we worked out it was the same. It was the same distance if you went from the ballroom to Krugma or back to Big Town. It's the same.
Well, have we got a wagon this time or not?
No, you bamfed in. You've got no horses. You've got your horses were left at Shatter King.
Okay, cool.
And the wagons with the wagons at the Shatter King, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we're going back to your dad anyway, so we'll speak to them and see about getting them to move it for us.
Cool.
So yeah, same procedure, checking down this corridor.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and cautious, nice and slow.
So you're taking it nice and easy. This again is a very ornate door. There's nothing in the way of any, like, as you've walked through this this dungeon, you haven't seen anything other than the statues with any real writing upon. It's just been it seems to be purposely built and purposely plain, other than the dining hall. But yeah, you come to this second ornate door, and you twiddle the handle. Seems open.
Is this still sort of a fairly posh door, yeah?
Oh yeah, all this area is like proper hardwood, expensive woods. It's got a very rich smell to it.
Pop it open.
Okay, you pop open the door.
Yep, carefully again.
Okay, so you pop open the door, and let me just open this up a little. I know you've seen this before, but what you see is this room is already illuminated with bright light. It's unnatural. There doesn't seem to be any physical means of where this light is coming from. The floor is a beautiful marble. But as beautiful as this room looks, there is a dry, acrid smell and the slightest tint of sulphur. At the back of the room, you see a luxurious rug that has embroidered eyes and raked claw hands sewn into it. There is an altar with 2 black candles that burn with a pink flame. Around the room, you see marble pillars twisted in shape that seem to rise up. At first you look and you think this is darkness, but as you look up, past 15 feet or so, you see this endless abyss. You see a sea of twinkling stars and a blood-red nebula in the heart of deep space.
So that's obviously not natural.
Right. Are you in the room?
I'm going to cautiously go in a bit,
Okay.
not very far.
Okay. So,
and I'll make sure Mary and Nomak are following up actually at this point.
So are you calling back to Mary from within the room?
I'd probably walk those few feet, actually fetch them.
Okay.
Rather than shout.
So as you can I get a perception off you? Oh, you've already got a high perception, haven't you? So as you say that to Mary, you hear this creaking, almost shriek-like sound coming from above. Looking up, you see something move across the starlit sky, but you can't discern what it is.
I'm going to tell the other two to ready weapons because I think somebody's in here with us.
Okay, so you speak out again.
Yeah, and then I sort of move in with Blinky.
Okay.
I'm still checking the floor because I don't trust this place. I'm looking all over the place because I really don't trust it.
Okay. Does anybody remember what session we got Lowback Scroll?
No.
Doesn't matter.
Must have been about 3 sessions ago, something like that.
It was after Erda.
Yeah, it was longer than 3 sessions ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it before or after we met Lady Vashi?
It was when we killed the Knolls last.
Yeah, because it was after.
Before or after Salazar's?
Yeah, it was about session 9. I was after something, but no worries. Okay. Mary, you have the Lowback stuff, don't you?
Do I?
No. Someone had Lowback Scroll. Can you just give me because you can't remember offhand, can you give me a what would it be? Intelligence with disadvantage.
Okay. So sorry. Intelligence. That's a whole 5.
A whole 5. You don't remember what was written on the scroll.
Okay.
Okay, what would you like to do?
I reckon the dwarf should be in front of me if there's weird noises.
Aye, I'll go. Pushes past you. Probably comes in a little further.
I'm just going to hover at the very edge of the room.
Okay. Do you want me to move you down?
Please.
Okay, so you're by the door.
If it helps, we got Lowback Scroll just after we visited Salazar for the first time.
Yeah, I've already figured out what was on it. I've got it.
Okay, cool.
Does anybody have a prophet's book?
Mary had a prophet's book.
We gave a prophet's book to be destroyed, didn't we?
Yes, you did. I was just confirming that because stuff might have happened if you had that book.
Nope, I definitely gave it to be destroyed.
That's fine. So how would you like to proceed?
Mary, what's going on with the roof and the ceiling?
As you speak out, you hear another and watch as a creature that has almost black, like rubbery skin with no eyes, these large bat-like wings, just drops down into the center of the room. Can I get everybody to roll initiative, please? as this creature kind of listening in. It's no eyes, no facial expressions, but it's looking in exactly your direction, Dave.
21.
21.
17.
What did Nomad get?
I'm just sorting that out. So 17, 21 for you. And Nomak got 5. So, Dave, top of the round. What would you like to do?
I'm going to move to behind this one, toss a couple of daggers en route.
Okay. Roll to hit.
14. No, that's not. I've added to that, don't I? 20.
20 hits.
And that does 6 points of damage.
6 damage.
The other one misses.
Okay. Do anything with Blink?
Yeah, Blinky's just going to come that way, and he's going to go over bite.
Gonna have a bite.
Go over bite.
Okay.
He misses.
What did you get?
6.
Yeah, he missed. So the dagger hits in. It kind of just like shrugs the this blade off as it kind of like it penetrates slightly into like this like thick rubbery like almost blubber like skin, but then just like pops back out. Mary, you're up.
For my bonus action, I'm going to hex him,
Okay.
and it's going to be cursed, so it has disadvantage on. Let's say intelligence.
Disadvantage on intelligence. Okay. So I'll just use that symbol for hex. So dis on intelligence.
Yeah.
It's not that intelligent. Okay.
Oh, bollocks. Sorry. Can I change that?
What would you like it to be?
Dex.
Sure. I'll allow
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
So is that just disadvantage on...
Dex rolls. Hold on, where is it? I know this. On ability checks.
On ability checks. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you doing anything else? Or is...
Yes, I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
Go for it.
Yeah, it's going to wildly miss with a 9.
With a 9. So as you launch this Eldritch Blast, it kind of like fizzles upwards and just gets lost into this vacuum of space, which is pretty scary as shit as you're looking up as you're on a flat plane of existence, and then like you've just got, after 15 feet, just this open expanse of cold,
Scariness.
acrid nothingness. Okay, so it is... you doing any movement?
No, I'm stone put.
Okay. Is Eldritch Blast somatic? I mean verbal.
Ooh. Yes, it is.
Verbal, okay. So this creature is going to target you as you were the last person to speak, and with its fly, 5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to run straight past Nomak and attack you. But first, Nomak will get his opportunity attack. What's he using these days? Great Axe. Which he gets a 19 and deals 5 damage. So Nomak takes a swipe. And then this creature is going to just lay into you with its claws.
Okay.
It's going to scrape its claws straight down your chest and a... Come on, D&D Beyond. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
You're trying to kill me, aren't you?
Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
Oh, really? Damn. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. That was like a lot of to hit bonus. So that does 3 plus 3 plus. Oh, I apologise. It's plus 6 to hit, not plus 9. In that case, it doesn't hit. I was reading the wrong thing.
Okay, so he only got 11.
Yes.
Thank God for that.
Sorry, I've got this creature. It's under like homebrew, but I didn't know if it had been copied out of the proper source book. But yeah, so that's that creature's turn. Nomak is going to turn and like sandwich. Let me just get these onto the grids because the grids aren't snapping with this one. And again, hit with his... Oh, he needs to do the rage thing, doesn't he? Right, what does rage do? Plus 2 to melee. Okay. So, ooh, we got a natural 1. So, Nomak's attack does absolutely bugger all. Dave, back to you.
Well, I'm gonna. I'm gonna come in and take. Except I've done something I can't do it. Hang on. Oh, I can't move.
Click on the toolbar.
I think I've got it.
Yeah, just click on the black arrow. Yeah.
I'm going to come in. I'm going to take a good stab.
Okay. Stab
guess I've got advantage from here with Merry Hillside.
Yeah, but it is surrounded.
That's very good, because that one roll was bad. 23 to hit.
That hits.
And 13... 18 damage.
18. Okay.
And then I'm gonna disengage and pull back a bit. And Blinky's gonna come in and have a go.
Okay.
He misses again. Blinky's struggling this time.
Bad dog.
Need better training.
Does indeed with rolls like 2.
Mary, you're up.
Okay. So he's like literally 5 foot away now, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's like, he's right on you, and like everyone's like pushing and like attacking at his back. So he's like, you're getting closer and closer, pushed against this door.
Okay, then I will use Shocking Grasp on him then.
Okay.
So let's roll that. 14 hit.
14 hits.
Fabulous. Here's my D8. No, just D10. 7, 11 altogether.
Okay.
Because Hex is still up.
The creature's turn. So as you you see this... Oh, hang on. Was it lightning damage? Nah, that's okay. Ignore me.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I was just checking to see if it had any resistances, but it doesn't. So as the you see like all this, like almost like this black whale blubber of this creature's skin just start to like crackle and burn. It again is going to attack you because you were the last person it.
Yep.
It who attacked it. I've got to remember to add me +6. I'm rolling poor. Total of 7. natural 1.
Fabulous, thank you.
With that, the creature is going to take flight, go 10 feet up, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 24, 30 feet to about here. So Nomak and Blinky get attacks of opportunity.
Does Murray get one as well?
Yeah, everyone will get an attack of opportunity.
Blinky's bite got in this time.
What's your damage?
10.
Lovely. Mary?
Do I use my weapon, or can I use a spell?
It's not. Is it? I think it's just melee, isn't it?
Oh, and hitting it with my quarterstaff then.
I think it is.
So that, what's a quarterstaff? 15 plus 3, that's 18 to hit.
Hits.
And it's silvered. Does that make a difference?
Not on this creature.
Yeah, worth a try. Oh, full 6 points plus 1, that's 7 points of damage.
7 damage. So
yeah.
As you all take swipes and this creature, you
Did Nomak hit?
Nomak got 13 damage.
Wow.
He did 14 damage, sorry, he like proper cleaved into it. So he dragged his axe down his back, down the creature's back, like probably splitting a couple of ribs. Blinky came in chewing at his ankle, calf type, whatever it is on this creature. And it lands with its back to you. And it is looking haggard as fuck. It is in a state of almost collapsing. If this creature could breathe, it would probably be panting for life. But what you witness is this: the head kind of quivers slightly, and you hear this like psionic screech as from above a second creature drops onto the altar from above. And that is that creature's turn. Creature number 2 is not doing anything this round, so it's back to Nomak. What would you like Nomak to do, actually? Because I think that's fair if we get you to tell me what you want him to do.
Charge the wounded one.
So 20, 25 will get him there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's Great Axe. Hits with a total of 17, dealing 15 damage to that creature. So that creature, it just cleaves down again, just almost taking his head off from like shoulder all the way down to like probably his belly button. This creature just like slides in two, and yep, that one is dead.
And me knowing that will move my hex onto the other creature.
Okie.
And he's going to be dexed as well.
So this one's hexy. So it is top of the round, which is Dave.
10. It's going to take pretty much more movement. Right, so Blinky is going to come and attack the front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go and get the other side of him. So Blinky's going to go in with 20 to hit.
20 hits.
That cuts. 8 damage.
8 on number 2. Okay.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
Um, 13 damage.
13 on the second. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
On my bonus, I'm just going to draw a second knife.
Okay.
So I've gone down to just the magic one.
No worries. Okay, so Mary, you're up next.
Right then, I will come into the room a little bit. Just moving about 5 feet or so. Thank you. And I will Eldritch Blast him.
Okay, roll to hit.
That is 17.
17 hits.
Okie dokie. That's 11 altogether.
With your hex.
With the hex.
Cool. And now it's the creature's turn. So this creature is going to turn to Dave and it's going to attack Dave with, let's see what we do. Does a 16 hit?
Just. I've got a 16.
I'm doing damage. Okay, let me just roll damage. Is 4 plus 4 is 8 damage.
8 damage?
Mm-hmm. Can you give me a strength saving throw, please?
That's not going to be very good. That's a 9.
9, so you are considered grappled. Until this grapple ends, the target is restrained and the creature can't claw another target. Okay?
Okay.
Ooh. I've got a bonus action as well. Okay, so my bonus action, no word of a lie, is called Tickle. And
this is not going to tickle, is it?
This is not going to tickle. As a bonus action, the creature can tickle a creature grappled by it with horrible efficiency. Unless it is a construct, elemental, ooze, plant, or undead, the target must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw or be incapacitated until the end of your next turn.
I've just fluffed that roll entirely.
Okay, so you are incapacitated until the end of your next turn.
Then on my next turn or your next turn?
Oh, good question. Must succeed on DC saving, Constitution saving throw, or be incapacitated until the end of its next turn. So, your turn. So you basically just lose a turn, I think.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. Nomac's turn. Oh, I've still got movement, haven't I? I get to do what I wanted to do. Okay, so Blinky will get an opportunity attack here, but the Night Gaunt is the creature's gonna take flight, and it is gonna raise you up 20 feet, so you're in the vacuum of space. So can you roll an attack for Blinky as the creature takes flight?
Does 17 hit?
17 hits.
7.
7 damage. Okay, perfect. So yeah, you are 20 feet up, and you are with with this creature in the vacuum of space. So you will technically start suffocating as well next turn. Nomac's turn, I believe, is next. What would you like him to do? Run and hit?
You can't, can he? Because he's 20 feet up.
Oh, sugar. Let's see what else.
Has he got any spear? He's got javelin, has he?
Javelins, hasn't he?
He's got a javelin. I don't know how many he's got, but let me just check. Javelin. Only one javelin. But he's got hand axes as well. So would you prefer him to throw a hand axe or a javelin?
He usually uses the javelin, I think. We'll go with javelin.
Okay. So with a +5, that's 15, which hits. And that deals 5 damage. So yeah, this javelin just hits it in the back and just stays in there. It's insecurely. Nomac's going to draw a hand axe for his next attack. Dave, you're up. Literally.
I can't do anything. I'm incapacitated.
You're incapacitated. Do you want Blinky to do anything? Don't suppose. Can you get creative with Blinky?
Can he teleport up onto the back of the thing?
I'm just thinking the exact same thing. I'm looking at it as like a player, player as well. Yeah. Okay. So you can teleport up. Yeah.
Then just take a bite at the back of the neck.
I will say this: if he teleports up, bites, he's not going to be able to hang on to anything, so he is going to fall as well. Which is, I think is it 1d6 per 10 feet?
Teleport down again?
It has to recharge.
Oh.
It's your call.
Can you just hang on to the back?
Literally bite the neck down and don't let go.
Okay, I'll give you this. If you successfully attack, Blinky hangs on. If you fail your attack, Blinky falls and takes damage. Fair?
Okay. Blinky will take a shot. Blinky's hit 22.
Blinky hits.
Wow.
And he's got 12 damage in.
12 damage. Okay.
Maximum damage from Blinky.
Very good, very good. Mary, you're up.
I am going to Eldritch Blast him.
Okay, roll to hit.
16?
16 hits.
For 10 damage altogether.
Very good.
No, 14, sorry, because I've got a +4 for the Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so you watch as the creature starts to, like, its wing starts to sag as this, like, force of energy hits it, and it is looking very worse for wear. So, as an action, would it be an action? I don't know. Is letting go an action? Or would it be a bonus
Not
action?
really. I think normally you can drop a weapon for free.
Okay, so he's going to drop you. So you're just suspended 20 feet in the vacuum of space. So you're like 15 feet off the ground, but 5 feet into space. And then it's going to, I guess, with Blinky in tow, fly down to Merry.
Blinky's gonna try and get to me.
Okay.
He's gonna let go and try and get to me.
Okay, so you're with Blink. You two are both up in space, and the creature is going to go and attack Merry. And I need to remember my numbers. Does a 18 hit? Merry? Have we lost Kaz?
I'm here!
Are you muted? 7, 12 damage to you. Like slashing damage is this disgusting leather-faced like creature. It's like as you're like up close, you can see like these 2 protruding horns, just like rakes its claw across the front of your shoulder.
Sorry, I didn't catch the damage.
12.
12 damage. Okay. In response to that, I'm going to Hellish Rebuke it.
Okay. Did we say?
Okay.
Before you do, can I get a strength saving throw off you, please?
Strength 8.
Oh, you are also considered grappled and restrained. Would that affect your Hellish Rebuke?
Verbal.
Then no. Rebuke me.
Okay then, it's a dexterity of 14.
Ooh.
You've been hexed.
So
Dexterity.
I get disadvantage, don't I?
You do.
Oh, hang on. I want to do that. I'm doing all my rolls in D&D Beyond, so why won't it? You know what? We'll do this and just take the lower. The lowest is 10.
I get to hit you. 3d10, by the way.
But you're grappled.
It's a spell, though, isn't it?
It's a spell.
But you're grappled.
It's a spell.
Yes, it's a spell.
It's not a spell. It's a trait of a tiefling.
Feel free.
So that'd be. Oh my god! I rolled 3 6s. That's 18 points of damage.
So, how do you want to do this?
I just want to make him explode away from me, and just
Yeah. So
totally gone.
It splits arm, wing, torso, like these black entrails into mist, and all that's left on the floor is like the scorch mark of possibly the creature's silhouette. And that creature is now deceased.
Good.
Now, we are still in initiative because somebody is suffocating in the vacuum of space. So, Dave, what would you like to do?
So I'm not falling, am I? I'm just hovering.
You're suspended, yeah.
Can I see?
Yeah, you. It's extremely surreal for you because you see all this like this blood nebula above you, all these like lightly coloured green, yellow, white stars, but then directly below you is just this flat plane of existence. It's just
Can I
this,
see where the barrier is? The sort of divide.
there's no you can't see as and where space and this almost like demi-plane, if you were looking at it from your point of view, is. But you get the assumption that you're about 20 feet away from the floor, or this surface, like the actual ballroom.
But I've got nothing to push off against, have I?
Nope. I would say
Can I do something while he's struggling?
I would say swimming rules apply, but
I'll try swimming downwards if I've got the purchase for that.
yeah, you would. You'd be able to. You're just swimming in space, aren't you? You're just like flapping around like a seal, just trying to, holding.
I don't think you can swim in space, can you? I mean, if they just dump
I've
an
never
asteroid
tried
there,
it. I've never tried it.
I think they just sit there. I don't think they go anywhere other than over the ocean. They were drifting.
Okay, yeah, you'll need to try and figure a way of getting yourself down. Mary, what were you going to try?
Right. Of my bag. Get out the rope.
Uh-huh.
Get out a pitten.
Yep.
Tie it to the end and throw it up to him.
Okay.
And if he can catch it, me and Nomak can pull him down.
Okay, give me a dex. Both. Yeah, both of you give me dexterity.
Me. My dex 18.
What was yours?
16.
16. So you throw this pitten and rope up, and it starts to go in Dave's direction. However, Dave just like misses it, but that rope is there. It's suspended in space. Blink is there, like on all fours, trying to like go somewhere, just like looking very confused and not sure what's going on.
I'm going to try and grab for the rope and Blinky.
Yep. Again, try for the rope.
Dex save.
Dex again, yeah.
Straight roll, or?
Yeah, straight roll. Dexterity saving throw, I think. Yeah, why not?
13.
13. Very close. What's your...
Can Blinky try for the rope?
Yeah. What's your con modifier?
My con?
Yeah, Constitution.
1.
1, so you can technically hold your breath for 2 minutes. So I'd say, for argument's sake, that it takes a while, but Merry and Nomak, they have the other end of the rope anchored on the ballroom floor, and it just takes you a few attempts, and then you grab hold of this rope. And what would you like to do?
We will pull him down.
You can pull him
Yeah,
down?
I'll hold on to the rope.
Okay.
We will pull him.
And grab hold of Blinky.
So you're pulling down, you're like slowly like pulling yourself through space. And as you get to the cusp of the barrier from space to...
then I want to prepare for the fall at that point.
Yeah. So it's every 10 feet, so it'll be 1.5 d6. So 1d6 plus 3. Actually, I'm doing it in this, so if people actually decide to watch this, they can see what rolls I've been making. So it's 1d6 plus 3 is 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the floor hard. But you are all alive, and as far as you can tell, there are no other creatures at this moment in time.
Wow. How much damage has Dave taken?
Overall, I'm down to 12 hit points.
So would you like some healing?
Yes, please, if you've got it.
Yeah, 9 points of healing.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to do myself as well.
Okay. Nomak came out unscathed.
And that's 8 points of healing for me.
Excellent. So, what's the time? We can push this for a little further if you'd like. If you've got another... Oh, you've got Tomb of Annihilation in a bit, haven't you, Cass?
No, it's been cancelled.
Oh, okay. You okay for another 10-15 minutes?
Yeah, of course I am.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what would you like to do? You spend the time, you heal up a little.
Catch my breath.
I forgot to mention that there are also two statues at the back behind the altar of it's like a twisted column of skulls, but nothing major.
So once I've caught my breath, I'm going to have a look at the altar first.
Okay. So as you look at the altar, you see these black candles on silver candlesticks, and the flames are still burning light pink in colour.
Is there anything else in the altar?
No, it's just a smooth stone altar.
Can we have a look at the statues?
Yep.
Being very careful to avoid the gaze.
Would I have any idea what type of magic created the space?
Roll Arcana.
Thing. 21?
Okay, so with that, you don't know how. You don't know why you understand this, or you don't know how you have this inkling. But as the candles flicker and you look up, you get a sense that they could be part of a ritual, maybe connected somehow.
So can I see anything looking at these statues, avoiding the eyes?
So you avoid the eyes, and there are many eyes because it's like a twisted column of skulls. But no, they just look like statues. It's like this dirty grey sort of colour.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the candles.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see if we can sort of put one out.
Okay.
Try blowing it.
The candle blows out. So you blow out the candle. This pink flame flutters. Your instinct at this moment, with your Arcana check, is to look up. And as you look up, you see it's almost like the ceiling starts to glitch. That you see stonework, and then space, and then a little stonework and space, and it just keeps glitching ever so slightly.
Okay. I am going to... What am I going to do?
Put the other candle out.
Oh, I'm going to put the other candle out then. I'm just going to blow it out.
Okay, you blow out the second candle.
Easy. I was expecting it to be more.
You blow out the second candle, and you suddenly feel a sense of claustrophobia as the ceiling just appears, and the light in the room just dulls ever so slightly. But yes, that existence, that space above, is now completely sealed off.
Okay. I'm going to take the candles with me.
Take the candles.
Yep.
Did I open it either or anything? Just
They're ritual candles, but I'm thinking we can take them to my dad.
okay.
Plus, if there's less things there, if Apophis comes back, he hasn't got the tools.
Oh, he's not coming back. We dumped him in a thing, remember?
Sorry?
He's not coming back. We dumped him in a thing, remember?
No, but there's other people involved in
Yeah,
it.
fair enough.
So, as Nomac's still very drunk and doesn't know what he's doing, but he kind of tries to explain to you that the vision, or he was hallucinating, and he believes that it was a prophet that was connected to the key that was connected to him. So he has this like surreal feeling about this place. But yeah, it's a shame the key isn't with you, and it's a shame the book isn't with you. That's all I'll say.
If I look at this door, do I work out which door it was?
Yeah, leads back into the chamber.
So I'm going to try and just pop all the locks on that.
Yeah, that'll pop up. Sorted. That'll open up.
Cool. Then I'm going to go and examine this door.
Okay. So let me get to that bit.
Again, this time we're being more cautious and looking for traps and everything.
Mm-hmm. So what you see is on the right-hand side of the room is this very hot, very heavy-looking iron door. You do all your trap bits. You don't believe it's trapped.
I'm going to try and open it.
Okay, you go to open it, and the handle just stops, and it's locked.
Can I try and pick the lock?
You may indeed.
Natural 20.
Fantastic. DC of 17.
Fine.
That was a DC of 17, so excellent. So
So that's not 26.
So as you you expect to spend like a good 5 minutes trying to work your way into this door, but within like 10 seconds you found the right chambers and pins and what have you inside the lock, and it just, with a heavy groan, opens inwards into a small, tight cavern, a small tunnel, and steps that lead down into darkness.
Cautiously approaching with Blinky.
Yeah.
Where's Blinky gone?
Yeah, so that leads down into...
Where's Blinky?
He's off the map. There he is. And I will have to cut this session short now. And so I'll finish up now, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
And we will pick up next week, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Everyone okay with that?
Cass?
Muted.
I'm not muted.
Yeah, I've got to bounce now. But is that one okay? You enjoy the combat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Thank you. Nobody said they could hear me, and I was panicking.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome. I'll catch up in the week, and we'll move on to the next stage. Yeah.
Cool.
I enjoyed that creature. That was fun. All right then. Have yourselves a good one, and I'll speak to you soon.